Next on Worcester News Tonight, a rally in front of Worcester City Hall calls for an end to detention centers along the U.S. border. Plus, their job is to help people in emergency situations, but an EMT's work can also be very dangerous. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Bottary. Multiple demonstrations in the city Friday condemn the detention centers along the U.S.-Mexican border and the treatment of immigrants. The night began with a rally outside City Hall and shifted to a candlelight vigil once the sun went down. Local demonstrators say the time for action is now. Our Cam Jandro is live in Worcester tonight with the details. Cam?
Anna, some of those demonstrators actually credited the city of Worcester, saying the culture here is welcoming and diverse, but unfortunately that may not be the case throughout the entire country, and the conditions some of the immigrants are facing, particularly those down by the southern border, are unacceptable. Abolish ICE is the message at a demonstration in downtown Worcester Friday. Members of the group Socialist Alternative compared detention centers along the border to concentration camps.
They don't guarantee access to things like toothpaste and things like that as not being necessary for hygiene, right? I mean, in some cases, these are literally worse than prisoner of war conditions.
Protesters gathered as part of the National Day of Action, calling for the centers to be closed. Organizers also believe refugees and others fleeing their countries should not be prosecuted for crossing the border.
And we need to start treating people who are fleeing war, violence, poverty as the refugees that they are, and welcoming them with shelter, food, hospitality, jobs.
No more deaths at the border.
Nearby, there was another demonstration called Lights for Liberty. The candlelight vigil shedding light on the same issue. The vigil honors the families who have experienced troubles along the border.
The fact that we are separating families, that we are encaging children and dehumanizing human beings for legally seeking asylum is wrong.
City Councilor Sarai Rivera says she's proud to protest with others in the city.
We're seeing human rights violations. So are we supposed to just sit back and accept that? I don't think so.
We like to think America as a free country when in reality it's not free for a lot of people.
Now, some of those demonstrators today say they hope the rallies help open the eyes of politicians not only locally, but nationwide. We're live in Worcester tonight. I'm Cam Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.
A new project is set to educate generations about Black history in the city of Worcester. The Worcester Black History Trail Project is a collaboration between the Worcester NAACP branch, Worcester's Laurel Clayton Project, the College of the Holy Cross, and the City Manager's Office. It will highlight locations which played a role in the city's growth. Currently, the city has approved 10 historical sites as part of the trail, including John Street Baptist Church, Bull Mansion, and Second Baptist Church. Gordon Ward grew up in the Laurel Clayton neighborhood, which was forever changed by the construction of Interstate 290 and Plumley Village. He says they want to remind people of its past.
We strike while the iron is hot, and we have the opportunity now for us to tell our story, by us, and it's about us. And it's a pretty interesting story, as it goes.
Ward and Paul Bailey help organize a Laurel Clayton East Side West Side reunion each year. Bailey says this year will be special as they'll be formally announcing the projects.
We've been sort of led to believe that we really, and this is, we grew up and we had no real purpose, or we didn't really matter as it relates to the growth of Worcester. But there was a lot of things that we did. When I say we, I mean we as Black folks did to make Worcester what it is today, and it's a great city, and we're all proud of it, and we want to show that.
The official announcement of the trail will be on August 2nd at Holy Cross. For more information on the reunion, you can visit the Laurel Clayton Project Facebook page, or you can buy tickets on Eventbrite. For the second time this week, a person is charged with attacking an EMT in Boston. Now paramedics in Worcester are discussing the precautions they take to help keep each other safe. Our Olivia Lemon has the story.
The day after a Boston EMT is stabbed and seriously injured, another attack. This time, a woman punched an EMS supervisor.
And our hearts go out to them. We've all been there. We've all been in situations similar, not nearly as dramatic and tragic as what happened to them.
In Worcester, EMT paramedics say they are aware situations like this can happen, but seeing it in Boston to a nationally recognized department shows it can happen anywhere.
Something that we hope never comes our way, and we'd like to be prepared as best we can for it.
UMass Memorial Emergency Medical Services go through strict training, teaching paramedics how to escape violent situations they may encounter.
First, how to not get yourself into a situation, and then how to react if you do find yourself in a situation. And the goal is always to escape. It's just to get away, to make yourself safe.
We're always constantly thinking about everybody on scene, their safety.
UMass Memorial EMS staff all wear portable radios so they're able to communicate to dispatchers directly.
We're on the city's network, so any one of us at any time can speak to the police officers directly, the police dispatchers directly, the fire operators or dispatchers, as well as our own communication system. So we always have direct communication back to someone that can send more resources.
Deputy Chief Michael Hunter says while they are prepared for almost anything, their goal is to help people in a difficult time.
We accept the fact that if we're there with you, you're probably already having a bad day, and we really just want to make it better for you.
The two suspects in the Boston attacks are facing multiple charges. Meanwhile, some lawmakers are pushing legislation to make it a felony to attack a healthcare worker in Massachusetts. In Worcester, Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
A Worcester man is indicted on a murder charge in the death of another man police found in his basement. Thomas Guerin Jr. is facing multiple charges, including murder and misleading investigators. The cause of 68-year-old Marcelino Moese's death was determined to be blunt force trauma to the head and torso. According to the Worcester County District Attorney, Garon will be arraigned in Superior Court at a later date. Homecare workers form a picket line in Worcester Friday. They say Prestige Healthcare Services isn't paying them, and it's impacting both them and the people they care for. Our Rosalind Flaherty has more.
Pay your workers! Pay your workers!
Dozens of home care workers picket outside of Prestige Healthcare Services in Worcester. They claim they are not getting paid and are receiving bounced checks.
People live paycheck to paycheck. We can't afford to wait another week to pay our bills.
Home health aide Jennifer Verhes is one of those workers. She's been with the company for about a year and says she's on the verge of losing her apartment.
Mad, frustrated that I can't provide for my child.
Prestige provides services for seniors, people with disabilities, and others who require in-home health needs. The workers say the company filed for corporate bankruptcy earlier this year, but say the president is making more money than he did in recent years. City councilors and state representatives joined picketing workers. City Councilor Christian King says the situation is unacceptable.
That's stealing. You're not paying wages for work that's already been rendered.
Workers say it also puts the people they care for at risk. Verhes says she hopes this will get the company's attention. If not, she says she has to leave.
I'm helping their clients. Therefore, I need, my paycheck.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Polar Park construction is full steam ahead before the team plays ball in April of 2021. Here's a look at some of the latest renderings by world-renowned architect Janet Marie Smith. They show what the ballpark might look like on a busy summer night. She attended the groundbreaking ceremony Thursday and says the opportunity to build Polar Park in this location bridges the Canal District and downtown, transformations which have already begun.
The Canal District and its organic growth and the sort of wonderful, playful nature that it represents, and the very deliberate effort that has been made to bring downtown up to the level it is, was really something that made us feel like we were jumping on a moving train. We weren't jump starting anything, and that's a great feeling and a real testament to all of you.
More than 800 suggestions came from nearly 20 fan planning sessions, which have been incorporated into the design. Also at the groundbreaking Thursday, Polar Beverages CEO Ralph Crowley was announced as one of the owners of the future Worcester Red Sox. To celebrate local and state officials, team leadership, and Crowley had a seltzer toast. Crowley says it's an exciting time for the company.
everybody, on behalf of our family and our associates at Polar, we can't tell you how proud we are of this day, lending our famous polar bear to this park and this great organization. So here's to the team. We are so excited. Cheers.
The polar bear mascot also made an appearance during yesterday's groundbreaking event.